When I'm running, I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry.
What's up guys, welcome back for another video. As you can tell by the title that you read when you clicked on this video, that we're going to be talking about, should you keep your sway bars or should you remove them? So since I'm going to be removing at least my front ones, I figured I would talk, I don't know, I put that there, I need this one. Figured I would talk about it since I've had this machine long enough. I know how it performs. I've seen the difference with and without it, and really what you're gonna need to know to make that decision. So if you're considering this, there's a couple big questions you need to consider. What's your riding style? Are you doing fast, tight turns, going quickly, you know, kind of more hauling balls style of riding, or are you over in the rock quarries, flexing out the machine, really getting after it? Anyway, seems like every time I make a video, I have some type of interruption. Two biggest questions: ride fast, or you're flexing the machine out. So a lot of them are pretty similar how this one reacts. If this tire is flexed up, this tire usually just starts lifting off the ground. Compared to if you have the sway bar removed, it's actually gonna like flex. You're gonna get more traction, more flex out of the suspension, which depending on what obstacles you're hitting, you're gonna need the extra flex to get the traction and actually do what you're trying to do. There's a really good video. If I can find it, I'll put the link in the description. There's a guy in a red 1000, I think it was, and he had a big old snow berm, and he did a video with the sway bar hooked up, and it did kind of basically what I just described. The one wheel went full tuck. The other one just kind of went off the ground. Yeah, well, tire's off the ground, it's not gonna do anything. And depending on your situation, you know, the angle, you might be more prone to tip, but that's also kind of the risk you gotta take. These machines have a lot left in them than really the suspension lets it do with the sway bar. And then whenever he took the sway bar off, that was full tuck. That thing was still on the ground. The back was doing what it was doing. And all four tires had really good contact, good traction. We really just let the machine work. You know, somebody at Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, they paid somebody a lot of money to design these suspensions to work. So you take that off, it's gonna work. I want to say a Honda Talon doesn't even come with the front sway bar. I could be completely wrong on that one, but I don't think my buddy has one, and I don't think the other two guys that we ride with have a front one either. And I know they didn't take them off, so someone before them could have taken it off, or they just don't come with one. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. And his machine does flex a lot better. Obviously, there's not a big giant bar just sitting there holding the suspension kind of stay flat. Let's grab the old jack and see if I can give you a little demonstration. Kind of give you a visual as I just make all the racket in the world. That's good for it. This jack might have enough travel in it, or it might not. Oh, what the? Oh, I didn't have it locked in all the way. Dirt. Ignore my lovely jack screaming. So obviously I don't have this thing jacked very good, but okay, yeah, we ain't got enough jack for this. It also didn't tuck up like it would have if you're actually on the trail doing it. We tried for you guys, but so if you're doing more rock crawling, more of the slower stuff, I would definitely recommend at least moving the front. See how that feels. If you have 1000 Turbo XP, if you want to test out the back, this one's actually really easy to do. You just take the two, well, not two nuts, you take the bolt and the nut off, and you can just fold that up. If you're worried, you can throw a zip tie around it, a little temporary, and do a little test. And if you think you're gonna really prefer it without a back one at all, you can take it out. But if you do your little test ride and you deem that you want to keep your sway bar, all you gotta do is fold it back down and re-bolt it up and you're good to go. Front one, I don't think you are really gonna be able to do that. I mean, if you just do a little short test ride, you could get away with it, but I think there's too much stuff that moves over there that you're probably gonna be banging shit off of other shit. Yeah, for my research, my riding style, obviously I bought a turbo for the horsepower, gonna go fast, but I like going to rock quarries, rock crawling, trying to bounce this thing up the hill, and other times just with the sway bar in, it's not flexing as much as it needs to, it's holding it back. So that's my riding style, kind of how I've been seeing it. Your riding style you might be better off keeping it on there. You might not want that extra body movement. But if you're somewhere closer to my riding style, it might benefit you. But a little short, sweet video. Like button, share button, subscribe button, anything helps. And until next time, guys.